Hi, everyone. This is Jim Gillis with Win My Vote, and we're also doing the National Student Mock Election this year coming up, or actually 2020 mock election. Today's video is just going to be an introduction of, Win My Vote, what it is, how it works. I'm sorry I don't have my camera on right now, but I'm not in the office and the background's not set up. I think it'd be more distracting than helpful. But the idea of Win My Vote is really to get money out of elections. And I put here engineering money out of elections. It was inspired by a quote from 2008 financial crisis, where I forget the guy. I can't remember who it was, but it was someone on Bloomberg TV that said blaming the 2008 financial crisis on greed is like blaming a plane crash on gravity. We know it's there. It's not going anywhere. We need to engineer around it. And that really stuck with me because, everyone talks about money in politics and how horrible it is, but it's not going anywhere. We need to engineer around it. We need to create a mobile, an online mobile social platform where money is not an advantage, where advertising multiple times is not an advantage. So this is what we came up with. And it's a platform here. It's completely free to uh, voters as well as groups and organizations that want to form a group page and fill out ballots and make endorsements and that type of thing. You go up, you put your city, state, or zip code in, and you'll get your ballot. And this is what the ballot will look like. So you'll have all the information that you need at your fingertips here. You'll be able to see when it is. You'll be able to click here and find important dates like last day to register to vote or when early voting starts. You'll be able to find your polling place, show my favorites, and print your ballot. That will show you that in a couple of slides. Um, but there's a comment board here, and I won't go into it too much, but there's no advertising, there's no boosts, there's no bots, there's none of that type of stuff. Everyone's verified as a voter, and there's just no advantage to, even on the comment board to be up there because you can easily select people that you want to see and not see. Um, but for as far as the voter experience goes, I'm a voter here and I'm looking at all the candidates here side by side. I can click here and I can watch the presidential debates and I can scroll back and see all the different debates. I can, do that on all of the different races. By the way, we go all the way down to city council, school board, community college board, and all of that stuff is easily accessible online. So one thing I want to get to, sorry about that, is trusted sources. And so now I have my ballot here. And what I want to do is I want to add groups and organizations and individuals that I trust. I want to see how they're voting. So I can click on that and I can see this library here. And this functions just like Facebook pages, or excuse me, Facebook groups, or following somebody on Twitter. So I'm going to select some people that I want to see how they're voting, and I'm going to go through there and I'm going to search for a group called Moms Demand Action. I really like them. I saw an interview with them. So I'm going to search and I want to see if they posted essentially an online voter guide. So I click there. Now I can just click there and add them to my ballot, or I can click straight through and I can see their group page. And essentially their group page is their voter guide. And here are all the candidates that they've endorsed. And I can scroll down and I can see where they stand on all of the propositions and measures and everything else. So they'll get ballots just like everybody else and they'll be able to go through those. So on this right here, let's say if I agree with one of their endorsements, I can just click the star and my ballot will be automatically updated. If I like this group a lot and I want to vote exactly like them, I can do that. And then my ballot will be exactly like their ballot. And then let's say I go down and I liked everything except for this one. I still have full control of changing all of my votes and all of my favorites at any time that I want. So I'm going to select them and I'm going to search for my friend Sarah, and I'm going to add her to my ballot as well. So now when I'm at my ballot and I want to start reviewing the candidate profiles, I can click on the candidate, I can watch the candidate video, and the candidates build and manage and maintain and update their own profiles the same way they would, their Facebook page or their Twitter account or any other social media account that they have. So I can watch this video, and again, this video can change every day, can change every hour, whatever, however they want to do this. I can see their political party. I can do a little quick bio of this candidate so I can learn about them. And then I can scroll down and I can see the About Me. And again, the candidate is creating this content, so it can be as elaborate or as deep or as they want. And I can go back up here. And now on the issues, this is where the candidate will list their position on all of the issues. And this is sort of the standard part of the profile. So I can easily just click straight through and find the issue that I'm most, that's most important to me and see where this candidate stands on that issue. And again, we have tools where they can drill down and they can put as much content up here as they like. So now I want to see her endorsements. And when I click here, these are the groups and organizations and individuals that endorse this candidate. But what I really want to see is just my trusted sources. So I'm going to switch over to just my trusted sources. And now I can see the groups and organizations that I like, that I trust. I can see where they stand on this candidate. And my friend Sarah here looks like she's created a video and did a little written, endorsement for this candidate. So I can hear what she has to say. And now on her side, this is really nice because what she does is she'll go through her ballot, she'll favorite someone. They'll say, do you want to do a written or a video endorsement? She says, sure. She can do a little video endorsement with her iPhone, upload it to YouTube, link it to the site, and it's done. And it's super simple to do, which I can show you at another time. I also want to see what the American Federation of Teachers has to say about this candidate, so I can watch their video as well. So now I'm going to go back up here, and my mind's made up. I'm going to favorite this candidate. I'm going to go back to my ballot, and then you'll see that she's now in that first position. I can see how she's doing percentage wise. I can see how the other candidates are doing, and then I want to share her on social media. I want to tell my friend Stephanie that, hey, check out this new site, check out this candidate profile, etc. And when Stephanie clicks on that, she'll go right to this profile. Now, if someone, which they do all the time, say, check out this person's Facebook page, or check out this person's Twitter account, or check out this person's website, sure, even if I go through the steps and do it, even if I land on the website and look through it, within a couple of hours, next day, 2 days, I don't even remember what the person's name was. And, if they're not running for one of the top, if they're not running for the up ballot races, if they're running for something city council or something like that, I'm not even sure what the race is anymore or which district, et cetera. And it kind of dissolves away. So this way, I'll have everything organized. So, Stephanie can sign up here with social media or just an email address. And now she's right here on this page, watching the same video, doing those same things, as I am. So here I am back at my ballot, and what I want to do is I'm getting ready to vote, let's say. So I'm going through everything, and I want to have just show just my favorites. So I'm going to make sure that I have all my favorites, everything's filled out, and all of my propositions are filled out. And then now I can find my polling place, and away I go to the polls. So one of the ways that we're taking money out of elections is that when I'm here on my ballot and I'm seeing all the candidates side by side, Kimberly here can spend $300,000 on her campaign. She can raise lots of money and do all sorts of stuff. And Mike Young here can be spending 500 bucks. But it doesn't matter to me because this is where I'm going to make my decision. I'm going to click on the candidate profiles. I'm going to review them side by side, and I'm going to drill down, and I'm going to see what Mike, has to say, and I'm going to compare him to what everyone, all the other candidates have to say, and then say if I really like him, I'm going to favorite him, and then when I go back to my ballot, he'll be there. So I don't really even have to remember his name. He doesn't have to spend, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars on name recognition. It's not going to really matter to me. So that's going to be there waiting for me when I get ready to go vote. And again, I can share his profile, and the same kind of process works where I can reach out to 5 friends or 10 friends or whatever and say, check this out. And the same thing will happen when other candidates are reaching out to their friends, driving people to win my vote. Mike's his profile will now be seen, and we rank him in percentages. So as things become more and more popular, he'll move closer and closer to the front. So if it's a crowded race, all of those campaigning will really be about people that are going to vote for him. It's not going to be about how much money he can spend and all that type of stuff. So hopefully that's kind of like the basics of the site. I'd be happy to talk with anyone, demo the site. Like I said, we are doing the national student mock election that will happen in October. We'll probably be doing a couple of primaries leading up to that, and we're very excited about that as well. So hopefully this helps. And there's more videos to come. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.